Welcome back to another episode of Going Travelling Oz. So we've just got away just after Chrissy and we're down here at the Kosciuszko National Park, not far out from Talbingo, Tumut area. So we're staying at a little free camp here. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name. I'll just put a picture up of the name of the place so you'll know when you see it. But yeah, so far pretty cool. Obviously this time of year it's pretty busy. There's a few vanners around. Some drop toilets here. It's probably the only sort of best spot we could get was near the toilets, but anyway, it doesn't matter. But I'm just going to go for a little sticky beak down into the river. Beautiful in the water, unreal. Quite warm today, 36 or so degrees, and it's just steamy, so it's good to actually get in the water and have a bit of a cool down. It's unreal. Alright, I'm going to go and get in. I'm going to be a brave boy and get in the water. Yeah, unreal down there in the water, beautiful. Bit chilly when you first got in, but other than that, it was bloody great. So anyway, I'll sit back now and have another couple of beers and just soak it all in again. But yeah, literally 20 metres from the water, so it's only going to be one night here. We'll move on down a bit further down the Snowy Mountains Highway, and yeah, we'll see what we can find, I suppose. We're going to go and check out the Adaminaby Cave, and the big water, the pool there, so that should be pretty cool. But yeah, all that, anyway, we're going to chill out here, a few more beers, have some tea, and then early night. Yeah, morning guys. Just woke up after a nice sleep. Thought I'd just set the camera up. Look at that beautiful view down there. Had the door open all night. Sound like at the beach, so we're just having a cuppa. We forgot the coffee mug, so we're using. Luckily we had wine tumblers in the in the van. So thanks Pen for having 2 wine tumblers for your wines, but we'll make use of these for brews. But anyway. Yeah, beautiful spot here. So today we're going to keep heading up the hill. We're going to get to Bullocks Campground. I think it's about 20 k's from here. We'll check out Adaminaby, the pool there while we're there. I'm not too sure about the caves. I think, I don't know, we'll see what happens anyway. And there's a couple of lookouts on the way there, but we'll definitely take you with us. But yeah, if you're up this way, definitely pop in and check this one out. Alright guys, so we just pulled up at the Black Perry Mountain Lookout, so nice steep hill to get up here, but I'll just fling you around and I'll show the views. It's absolutely stunning so far. Righto guys, so we've just pulled up at Bullocks Campground. I'll tell you what, it's absolutely freezing here. It's like I said, 7 degrees on the dash of the ute. I'm in the summer gear. It's 27th of December and it's freezing. Anyway, that's the snowies for you. But we're not too sure what we're going to do, if we're going to camp here or go down one of these trails and find a little camp on the river or on the creek. There's a couple other campers here. Looks like there's plenty of firewood, so obviously you can be able to cut your own bit of wood, but we brought wood with us, so just in case. They've got the toilets. I think I'd assume they'd be just drop toilets. But yeah, no, I'm thinking I need to go and put a jumper on because it's freezing. This place looks like it's an area for horses too. There's a lot of tie-up points for horses, and obviously a little yard just over here. We'll go down and have a bit of a sticky beak and see what it looks like. Righto, I think I'm going to head back to the ute and get a flannelette shirt on. Maybe chuck some socks in my boots on because the teeth are starting to chatter. It's getting cold. Righto, so we left the Bullocks Campground. It was a bit windy up there and a bit cold, so I've got the flannel on now. I found a beanie in the ute, so I'm excited, but Pen's blowing up because she didn't bring much cold weather gear. But I just thought I'd pull up here. We're just heading towards Cooma way and just check out the scenery. Beautiful scenery. Righto, so we've just pulled up at Adaminaby. Not a bad little town here. Got some little good bits and pieces on the wall here. I've been here once before, a long time ago. Can't remember. I went to the pub just beyond here, the Snow Goose Hotel. So anyway, down in Adaminaby, they got a big, massive trout. How good is that? You go to Darwin and you get a big crocodile. You come to the Snowies in Adaminaby and you get a big trout. But this is Adaminaby itself. I don't think there's a lot here. Pub there. Just your basic facilities. Not too far from Cooma, so. But there's the old Snow Goose Hotel Motel. Had a few schooners in there in the day. Yeah, public toilets here, barbecues if you need them. Just pulled up, I'm going to go and have some lunch. Rightio, so we've just driven through Cooma and we've driven out to New Morella, which is probably 18 k's I suppose out of Cooma. We've pulled up at Badger Recreation Reserve, so it's got a little creek down here.
No, it's a river.
Or a little river. It doesn't look very inviting, it looks quite dirty.
Big Badger River. Big
Badger River. So we've got there's a couple of vans here, plenty of shade if you want a bit of shade, a lot of uneven sites, so I think we're pretty lucky to get where we are. Up on the hill up here, there's some toilets. I guess they'd be drop toilets as well. I'll just take you down to the water. Yeah, it doesn't look as inviting as the one yesterday. But we're going to get a fire going tonight, so we're a bit early today, which is good. I probably could swim in here, but a little bit cooler today. At least we got out of the snowies where it was 7 degrees. I think it's about 16 now, so a little bit overcast as you can see, but not too bad. But just looks like creek water to me. I'd say obviously people have been swimming in it. There's footprints here. But today is probably not the best day. We're going to try and camp just here, but if we had a little small van or a ute with a rooftop tent on it, would have been a lot better and get in there. Yeah, good morning guys. So had a good night's sleep here. Got quite packed here towards the end of the afternoon. There's a fair few in here. It's only a little small area, so we're sort of on top of each other. But anyway, we got here early, so we got a good spot. So today I had breakfast this morning. Had some pancakes. Declan wanted pancakes for brekkie, so we had all them. So I've had a few. Now I'm all bloated. So today we're just going to head up towards Canberra way. I think we're going to pop in and have a look at a couple of free camps at Yass. Some oval there. And we might even take a little walk down the street and go check out the clubs and whatever the sights and sounds are of Yass. So we'll just finish packing up now and then we'll get rolling. So I'll talk to you soon. So we've just moved up the road about 30 k's out of Cooma into not Thredbo but Breadbow, and we've just popped in here to the Breadbow Christmas barn, but it's closed on a Monday and a Tuesday, which is a bit ordinary. But anyway, if you like your Christmas stuff, down towards Canberra Breadbow way, pop in, have a bit of a look. We've been past it a couple of times. We never actually pulled up and stopped, so we probably should have done it before. But I don't know what's down in the barn. I assume to be a lot of Christmas gear, Christmas decorations. But a little iconic stop in Breadbow. Just have a bit of a sticky beak on our way to possibly through to Yass, I'd reckon, and have a camp there somewhere on the river. But I'll load the troops back up and we'll get back into the ute and keep rolling. Yeah, g'day guys. So we've just made it to Jugiong. We stopped in at Yass, but yeah, it didn't look like it for us. It was sort of down behind the back of a sports ground there, but plan B was Jugiong, and this is where we are, and there's a absolute shitload of caravans here. So we're just set up just here. Got a good spot under the tree, or near the tree. Tennis courts here. I don't know if you can see right down the back there, but there's an absolute ton of caravans. And they go all the way along, just down along the river, all the way around here. Keep panning right around. We've got more coming in. So it's just 2:30. We got here about 1:30, and I think we're lucky when we did. And Declan's on the skate ramp. We're going to go for a walk over to the Sir George Hotel a bit later on, have a beer and have a feed. We're booked in over there at 5:45. So hopefully it's a nice pub. Heard from the father-in-law it was an awesome pub 50 years ago. But he reckons it's all changed now, so we'll see what happens when we get over there. Anyway, we'll muck around this skate ramp here for a little bit without coming to Gutser and taking bark off, and we'll go for a wander around the town. Yeah, right, so we just come down to the back of the park here, and it's a dead set of caravan city down here. Everyone's set up for weeks, by the looks of it. Well, I think it's only a 7-day limit here, but people have certainly come here to get on the booze and have a good time. Still plenty of room though. There's certain areas where there's no one at the moment, so you can definitely get, I don't know how many caravans would be here. We're close to 50, 60 maybe, could be more, 70, 80. But yeah, you could fit another, you could put a couple hundred vans in there if you really wanted to. And if they really wanted to make it even, you know, more for caravans, they could come and mark out little sites, but you know, you get certain people that take up a heap of room. If they just sort of moved over a tad more, they'd, you know, it wouldn't take up too much. But anyway, we'll head back to our van and might even grab a cold one. Rightio, we're just wandering over to the Sir George for a feed. The street's quieting down considerably. There's not many here at the moment, but I'll tell you what, if you got a caravan and you're thinking about camping here, I'd want to get here early and get all the decent spots anyway. But I've got a can of extra dry, not extra dry, Carlton Dry. They're all the sort of boutique beers at the pub too, so if you're into your boutique stuff, it's definitely the pub for you. And yeah, we'll wander over and head in. Sit down.
These nuggets, they actually smell like KFC.
And they taste like KFC too?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I thought they were going to be like normal nuggets, they taste like nuggets, but no, they taste like KFC. Popcorn chicken.
Right, I've just been in the Sir George, had a decent feed of the homemade pork snags. Pen had the old, I'll look through the menu and I'll just pick a palmy, and the kids had, I'll look for a menu as well and I'll pick, you know, sausages and mash or fish fingers and chips, so wasn't bad in there, beautiful feed. At the moment, because it's Christmas, New Year period, they're charging a 10% surcharge on all their food, which is a little bit disappointing, but I suppose that's what it is. Would have been nice to be told as you're ordering, or have a few signs up to say where everything was a little bit more expensive. It does say on the menu that it's on a Sunday, but that's not, you know, we went there it's on a Tuesday. Would have been up. Anyway, I'll definitely go back again. A beautiful food. So we'll just head back to the caravan now, and I might have another beer and have a bit of chocky as well, and then I don't know, it might be an early night. Might chuck a movie on and watch a bit of TV. But anyway, I'll talk to you in the morning. Cheers.
Go to the pool, go back down.
Morning, guys. So day 2 of Jugiong. We're just gonna have a chill out day today. Not gonna do any driving. Couldn't be bothered. Just gonna have a cuppa and take the kids across to the pool. It's meant to be a bit hotter today, about 28 or 30 degrees, so should be nice. And probably go out in the yard, kick the footy around. Might even light the fire up tonight if we're allowed. There's a few fires going last night, but we went over to the Sir Walter. No, it's not Sir Walter. The Sir George. I'm thinking of the grass mob, but anyway. Yeah, might have a little fire later tonight. Anyway, we'll talk to you a little bit later. So I've just come for a little walk up to the Quirky Crow, but she's closed. But have a go at the flower decorations, how they've got them made. Must be a place for lovebirds. So I'm not too sure why it's closed, or it might be just closed over the Christmas period. But you would think they'd be open. But anyway, it is what it is. Looks quite nice in there. We've all got this climbing plan all over everything around here. I suppose it makes it nice and cool in the summertime and drops all their leaves in the wintertime. Yeah, so we just thought we'd go for a walk just down past the Quirky Crow, just down to this one one lane bridge. Hopefully get a bit closer to the water, because where we're camping there's a big drop off to get down to the water, so get a little bit closer and might be able to dangle the feed in there or something. And
Zoom, 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 zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom.
so we just brought the kids up for a little swim in the pool. It's pushing nearly 30 degrees today, so it cost us $6 to get in, so that was 2 spectators. So Pen and I are just going to spectate at the moment, so that's $1. And the kids were
$3 each.
$3 each, so they mustn't have charged us then, because it said was a spectator was $1. Anyway, so they got this little small pool here. It only goes up to 0.75, and we just pan around here. Nice green area. Another bigger pool over here, little 25 metre pool. So it goes right around. You got the kiosk. And then you've got plenty of shelter where we can sit under here. So the pool is a little bit cool at the moment, so I don't know if I'll get in there at this stage. I think Pam should get in there and do a cannonball. Anyway, we'll sit here and they can have a bit of a swim and knock themselves out. Yeah, righto guys, so it's tea time now, so set a couple of Carlton dries and we're just going to have fish and chips for tea.
Yeah.
How good do they look? Beautiful.
What's wrong?
Crazy, and the kids are over here patting some dogs, so
Why?
they're in heaven with the dogs. So tomorrow we're going to pack up and head back home, so hopefully you enjoyed this little episode. I know I have. We've been here at Jugiong for 2 nights. Absolutely sensational. Perfect little, well, feels like a little big 4 caravan park. Like it's a massive area here. We've got tennis courts just here. Little skate park there. We've got a pool just at the front gate. It's been good. I'm going to come back here again. Hopefully I'll come back in a little bit, be a tiny bit quieter. It's just a pity you couldn't get access to the river down there, but anyway, it doesn't matter. So as I said, hope you enjoyed this little episode. If this is something that definitely interests you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And until next time, as always, cheers. I'll see you later.